Nintendo have struck up a lot of deal with a lot of mobile companies, and that has brought up some red flags with a lot of Nintendo's faithful fans.
Yeah, which I mean is understandable because Nintendo are very much the anachronism of the current industry. Their games don't drop price from initial retail. They're very segregated. They tend not to do add-on sales quite as much. Like it's the DLC is usually just bundles a certain amount. So the traditional model.
But out of all the abuse that the mobile industry has suffered so far, Puzzle & Dragons seems to be the ray of shining light in the situation, and it's a good thing considering it's now, given Nintendo's new approach, or supposed new approach with the NX, Puzzle & Dragons has come out on the 3DS in the form of Puzzle & Dragons Z and Puzzle & Dragons Super Mario Bros. Edition.
So that's what, just like the palette swap for the Gronks who can't understand, who don't want high fantasy.
Essentially, it's just like, oh, what is this game that's come from Japan? Oh, there's Mario characters. That's pretty much essentially what it is. The two games, they do work very closely together. They do work very similarly. Yeah, so basically the rules are, it's a very match 3 kind of puzzler. So you, instead of, it plays a little bit differently in that sense where instead of going for breakneck speed, you are going for combos and thinking about your next turn.
So the idea is to like set up, say, a block of a color. It slots in once you move one more block into place and then it goes bam, 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 bam. Okay.
Definitely. So there's a lot of, and I do like that as a refreshing pace. Added with a little bit of RPG elements as well. So you've got certain monsters that you capture and hatch, very similar to Pokemon or Spectrobes. They all have elemental weaknesses, so you use fire types.
So it's also a little bit Puzzle Quest in there as well.
Very much so, yes.
So, but I mean, like, it comes with both of them when you buy the 3DS version. But I mean, does it like, is it, you know, does it do enough to kind of differentiate itself from the pay-to-win kind of match 3s? Or?
Yeah, there isn't really much in terms of pay-to-win. It seems to be you pay once, you get this fantastic game with RPG elements, you can play as much as you want. Like my first play session, I realized I went over about 6 hours. I'm like, oh my god, very addictive game. You better watch how much you play of it. Very good stuff, one time buy, and that's it. If you're not invested in a mobile game, you'll definitely be invested in this.